Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your buddy Bruce here. Welcome to the final hour. It is Wednesday, September the 14th, 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time, 2022, and it's our last hour of trading today during the day here. We're down 98 on the Dow. For the opening, it was an up opening. Then we went negative around 10:30 and went immediately positive by 11, just turned right around. We've been positive all day until about 1:45, and about an hour and a quarter ago, and down we went. We hit 31,000 on the Dow, and not down like terribly down, but we were down. And here we are, down 89.8 points at the moment, taking the S&P negative down 3.2. And then NASDAQ only up 26, with oil up 132. So this has been a wishy-washy day. We lost over 1,200 points yesterday on the Dow Jones. Haven't recovered any of it. And here we are. The Dow, when it did go positive, I'm sure there were a lot of you out there wondering, oh, are we gonna get back hundreds of these points that we lost yesterday? During the day? No, hasn't happened. And so down we go. Right at the moment, stocks that we're following here, like GameStop, 28.01 up 16 cents. Kind of like yesterday in the afternoon, the stock started flatlining $28. Did you notice that yesterday in the last few hours? It was flatlining 28 for a while. Doing it again, 27.98 right now, 27.96, still up 11 cents. Kind of a weird thing. The high on the stock, 27.85 is what it. No, I'm sorry, 28.45. It managed to get to 28.45 at 1 o'clock. And if I'm looking at the market here, near the high of the days for the Dow as well, we were a couple of hundred points ahead of where we are now then. So we were up 100 and something, but that was about it. So now we're down 95 on the Dow, slipping, and we're seeing more red beginning to pop up here and there on this market. Are we going higher? No. Why not, Bruce? Why is the market not going to go higher? Why are you such a party pooper, Bruce? Because next week, three quarters of a percentage point rate increase is coming to the Fed. It's coming to a town near you. That means mortgages are going up a half a point to a full point to 7%. T-bills will start pushing 4%, 3.5% to 4% on the 10-year. Foreign T-bills will go even higher. That's bad news for the bond market. And a $24 trillion bond market from the USA alone, with a 1% rise in yields, let's just suppose, is $240 billion a year to the American taxpayer, more expensive. Now, it's not like the minute the Fed raises the rates that Americans have to pay $240 billion more in interest on all that debt. No, that's not. No. Any debt that the United States government issued 6 months ago, a year ago, and back for the last 20 years has been issued at very, very low interest rates. As you recall, we were looking at 10-year notes at 1.1%, even under 1% for years. And so the good news for Americans, American taxpayers, is that in the last 20 years, old debt that matured from the 90s and the 80s and 90s and the 2000s, all that old debt that came up for renewal got renewed at these low rates, allowing Americans to pay way less in interest on old 1980, 1990 debt that they've been rolling over. Going forward now, up to 30 years out, because some bonds are 30-year notes. So the 10-year notes that expire this week were issued in 2012, and the 20-year notes, if there are any, 2002, 2002, and 30-year notes would be 1992. But there are no 30-year notes maturing from 1992. That was during Bill Clinton's presidency. Well, was it really? It was George Bush's presidency. Yeah, there are 30-year notes. But there are no 30-year notes from the roughly 1993 to 2001 during Bill Clinton's presidency. Virtually none. There were a couple of years, but not many. And the reason is because George Bush, the father, who said no new taxes, did raise taxes in his last year and a half of being president because they were running really ugly numbers. And those tax increases kicked in big time into Clinton's presidency as the economy improved. George Bush, the father, made the right move, but it cost him his presidency for the second term. Clinton inherited that, but kept it going. And by the time the second, third year of Clinton's presidency rolled around, the Treasury had so much money coming in, it was a surplus. The US government ran a surplus all through President Clinton's second term. And it started to pay down its national debt and didn't need to issue 30-year notes. So there are no 30-year notes maturing in their like a 5-6 year window coming up, which had they been issued would have been paying at that time 4, 5, 6% interest. But in any event, all the 30-year notes prior have matured out and are have been rolled over at 1, 2, 3% interest instead of 5, 6, 7, 8. But here we are now in the new normal, 2022, the new normal, where the Dow is down 100 points and interest rates are going up. And the Fed fund rate is going to go to 4%, 4.5%, and maybe more. And inflation will be targeted and is targeted for quite some time. What it's not the fault of 30, 40, and 50-year-olds that are out there. It's not your fault. If you're 40 years of age, okay, you've been around a while now, you just don't know what it's like to be in an inflation environment for 10 solid years in a row. You know what it's like to be in an inflationary environment for 6 months. Welcome. But you haven't seen anything yet. You ain't seen nothing yet with regard to massive inflation issues that are now hitting this economy. As I said to you this morning, I talked to you about the rail strike. There's a possibility that the rail lines will shut down tomorrow for the first time in I don't know how many decades because of a wage issue, contracts. The talk is a 24% wage increase over a 3-year window. I believe it's 8% a year. And it could be that they've been negotiating for months and months and months and that the contract expired a long time ago. I don't even know the details of this. I really don't know. But wait for other contracts to come up for other essential services. We're going to be talking about teachers' pay being renewed. Every town, city, and state, they're going to have civil servants in all 50 states negotiating their contracts, their pay packets. Civil service workers, cops, firefighters, ambulance workers, teachers, of course, license inspectors, city workers across the United States are all coming up with their contract negotiations. They all are having the same problem you guys are having at home who are watching me live. Cost of everything is going up for them too. What they don't get is they don't get a lot of ways of making additional money in some cases, depending on where you live in the United States and depending on what kind of union you're part of. They need a raise. And the last raise they got, if these contracts are expiring this year or next year, the last time they negotiated a contract was 2 or 3 years ago in a low inflationary environment where interest rates were virtually nothing. Well, that's all changed. These outfits now, these unions now have to negotiate new contracts for these workers to reflect the modern world of today's environment. Inflation is not going away like that. It's going to be here for years. And it's embedding itself into the US economy. And there is no quick fix. Every analyst, any analyst who's 28, 38, 42, these guys who are talking about a quick turnaround, they're in dreamland. They have no idea what they're talking about because they were not around during the 70s when we really were dealing with inflation that started in the late 60s and lasted into the 80s. It was 15 years of hell. We keep talking about the good old days, the music of the 70s and the 80s and how great everything was. Inflation was around and it was ugly, and it was not uncommon, not at all uncommon to notice that these workers are going on strike, or this union, they're going on strike, or a factory is shutting down in Cleveland. 5,000 workers are walking out, or the auto workers were coming up for their next negotiations. Wait for this one, because there are executives in the union and at GM, Ford, Chrysler. Don't worry, the car companies are ready. These boys and girls have been around for 30, 40 years, and they remember too. And they're just going to pull out the old playbook from the 70s and the 80s. And car workers are going to be negotiating 3-year contracts coming up with 25 and 28% pay raises. And you guys are going to be shocked. Most Americans, Canadians, are just going to go, that's outrageous. I can't believe they're looking for that kind of money. Oh, but it's the old days. We used to see 30% pay raises over 3 years. We used to see unions being asked, why don't we negotiate a 4-year contract? And unions would say, no, we'll just do a 2-year contract, because we're not going to lock ourselves up for 4 years with a 5% pay raise every year when it's 14% inflation. I don't think so. Now, we'll talk a 2-year deal. We'll talk 10% this year, 10% next year. And then it went into 3-year deals as inflation began to come down. It was like 8, 6, and 5. And then the next contract was 3 years, and it would be like 7, 5, and 4. Do not be surprised right now that contracts coming up all over North America, all over Europe. You will see headlines in newspapers, big bold print, 35% pay raise demanded by the union for so and so, for such and such, for this and that. And remember, many workers in the public sector have been underpaid for decades now by governments. Even under Trump, he wouldn't even authorize a raise for federal workers. These folks are now, they've been counting the chips, and they're to the point now where they're in need of a 15% raise to get back like 5 years ago buying power. They have lost so much power. It's unbelievable. But anyway, that we will see when the time comes. The Dow is off 102. Nothing dramatic today. It's kind of a pause in the action. The storm happened yesterday. Waves were crashing all around us. Waters are calming a little bit now, but we're still in a storm. And it could well be we have a lousy last half hour, or it could well be we whimper out today and tomorrow we might be down again with another run. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll be here. We're down 5 points on S&P, 111 on the Dow. We're down 16 on that. We're up 16 on NASDAQ. Oil up $1, just $1. All right, there it is. Apple is up 29 cents after being up quite a bit more. We were as high as 157.10. That's $3 higher where we are now. We're only up 30 odd cents at the moment on Apple, giving up $3. GameStop did try a run while I was off the air, but it petered out. It's 27.98, up 13. SoFi 607. It got up to 613. 590 is a low. 49.9 million. Good volume today on SoFi. Rocket Lab turned it around. It was as low this morning as 538 at one moment in time. Most of the time this morning, it was really around 540, 550. But it hit 570 just around 1 o'clock today. It's 568 right now, flatlining up here. HPQ is down 12 cents. It did get into positive territory. Pardon me. It did reach 27.31, but it's now 26.84, 50 cents ago or 45 cents ago. This is around 12.45 today, and it's now falling back to the lower levels of the day. That is HPQ. AMC is negative 3 cents after breaking into the positive for a while. ME is down 3.5 cents at 333. This morning it touched 325, but has come back down 3.5 at the moment. Matterport is at 422, down 26 cents, a down day all day. ATIP is up a half a penny. It was this morning, all morning around 108, 109, and now it's been around 115, 114. All the last 2 hours, it's been flatlining around here. Smart Rent down 9.5 cents to 292. Spire is off 3.5 cents to 133.5. Sextera is down 3 cents to 558. Now, Bed Bath Beyond is up 8 centinos. Tesla, which was this morning as low as 291, got up to 306, now at 299, holding a 760 gain today, trading at 106 times earnings. That is Tesla. Pfizer, 45.98, down 22 cents. It seems to be falling off a bit now. Boeing is up 99 cents at 148 after reaching 144 this morning. We got Cisco down now 45 cents. It did go green and managed to touch 44.27 just around 12:30, 1 o'clock today. That was the best it could muster. And now it's at the low of the day here at 43.64, down 48 cents. The Dow is off now, 175. We're falling off now on the Dow. Twitter down 8, Home Depot down 350, Carvana down 93, Vanik up 15 cents, but it's falling back. IBM is negative 12 and dropping, now negative 18 cents. Microsoft down 166, falling off. Goldman is dropping at 395. Google is off 26 cents and falling. Amazon is up 45 cents, but it's falling. Meta Platforms 323, 325, and going lower. Costco down 650, Walmart down $1, Nvidia down 170, Disney negative 22, American Airlines up 19, but it's giving up ground at 1387 now. Netflix is up 350 or so, topping out, maybe backing up a tad. Moderna 627 to the upside, did get to 141.80, now 137.50, and backing off is Moderna. So the markets are coming off right now. We're down 196 on the Dow for the low of the day. I believe this is about the low of the day right now. Yep, it is. We're pushing a 200-point drop on the Dow to add to the 1,200-point drop from yesterday. Apple down negative now 18 cents. GameStop definitely under 28, 27.79, down 6 cents on the session. So GameStop has broken again under 28. We'll see if it goes lower. Low of the day, 26.65, $1.14 away from the low of the day. We'll see if GameStop has any kind of a swoon going on. We've got 43 minutes to go in our session. SoFi 604 up 19. Rocket Lab only up a penny now. HPQ down 20 cents. And there you have it. Brian is saying, guys, I just sold my first covered call. I am a nervous wreck, and I played it very conservative. GameStop strike. GameStop September 30. Strike 30. Very good, very good. A 140 premium. Very good. That's a very, very good write. Of course, the stock goes up today. You know, what can I say? Brian, you're doing all right. You're going to be fine. Brian, I think you're going to make some money. Right on. Brian, Christina says, words of wisdom for you. Have no fear. Nicely done. Christina, I wrote a few outs when the stock went up, made a quick few bucks. And Nick wants to know if Boo's around today. Boo, are you here anyway? Thank you for these thumbs up. So Boo, hey, Nick, I'm here. Alberto, Uncle, I'm here. You can begin right now. Brian, Christina, well, I have 2 weeks, and I'm sure the hedgies want to keep GameStop under 30. Anyways, I hear I should cross my arms. That's right. Cross your arms. Kent, here's another one who knows. Kent, you'll be fine, Brian. We're all here to help if GameStop is up past 30 by the end of September, but I think you'll be fine. I started very nervous when writing too. It takes time. Yep, that is exactly right. Welcome. Cross them arms. Dips are a-coming. There you go. Right on, Alberta. H. Gregory, I am number 43. JR is number 40. Brian, Kent, thanks for the encouragement. From listening here for almost 2 years, most of you were quite nervous on the first covered calls as well. I am excited to have some more income with this danged inflation. Right on. Nick, hi, Boo. Who is holding up FL? It's not going down. What is going on there? Should I short it? Christina, all nervousness goes away once you become a member. Laugh out loud. See what I just did there? See? Become a member of the channel. Christina, and if you become a gold member, You all of a sudden make the best trades of your life. There you go. There's a plug. Love that. Free advertising for Bruce. That's right, Christina. I tell the checkout clerks in the stores about him. I'm just such a believer. It's helped me to make more money, and for that, I'll tell everybody. Rock and roll, fun. Number thumbs up 50. Kent, Ryan, the Wednesday night show for members is where I have learned the most. Get the membership. It is so worth it. Brian, when I figured this covered call thing out, I will become a member. I owe it to Uncle Bruce after all his wisdom and funny stories he has shared. Wouldn't it be prudent at this juncture, says John Bo or Boo? I'm guessing there will be lots of red over the next week. Interest rates are going up either 75 or 100 at the next meeting next week. Arturo, number 52 thumbs ups today. Nick, I had shorted U.S. Steel 3 months ago. Ever since holding it, seems like I can close it today if it dips below 20. Nick, did any of you shorter take advantage of a few bucks short possibly when I told you to all do so in the morning? DQ, Uncle Bruce, Cisco writes, never filled and the stock is backed off. What should I do? Wait for strength. Yeah, it did have that little bump for you, but it didn't obviously go enough to get you any calls written today. And so now you're kind of watching it like I am here. We're down 180 on the Dow. We're down 14 on GameStop now, 27.71. On Cisco, we're off 49 cents today to 43.65. The low here, 43.59 today. Right now, 43.65, and so you may want to just watch it and see if it pops back up here to 44. It's a long-term game for you, DQ. So it's not like you're in a hurry that you have to have a right this second. Sometimes you just have to wait it out and keep an eye on things. But no question, there's weakness in the markets definitely coming into play here. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. Brian, Nick, what is X? X is U.S. Steel. John Jepson, a Big Mac is going to be $30. There, DQ was saying X is steel. All righty, let's go. Lame Duck 61 thumbs up. Boo, another stock market catalyst that folks should keep an eye on. Midterm elections in early November. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who else is? I'm just looking at stuff here. Lots of comments going through. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. Let's see. Thanks for all you do, Bruce. Thank you, Aiden. Nick, Brian, U.S. Steel is going down because of the rail worker strike, as well as Nucor and CLF announcing issues. Do a search on X, CLF, and NUE. And Boo is saying to Nick, I'm shorting FL with you. Nick, okay, Boo. As soon as I cover X, I will short FL. Agent Per, I did sell a call on Rumble today, 125 for a 20 for October. John Greco, I'm number 79. Good. We're doing a shower reno, paying it all with option profits. Good stuff. Nick, Boo, join the Uncle Bruce Club. Dude, ass face, new member. Hey, dude, what's going on? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the crazy gang here. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member, thank you for joining us and welcome aboard. We have 97 thumbs ups already on this show, guys. Thank you. Michael Downs, I am number 86. Wing Commander managed to roll 5 GameStop 28s for October the 7th. I bought them back for $262, a small profit. Then I rewrote for September 30 for $220. Should I have waited, Uncle Bruce, or is this reducing time worth 40 cents plus commissions? Reducing time is worth it. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Absolutely nothing wrong with that move at all. Dude, well, you can't get rid of me now. Well, I hope you don't. Anyway, welcome. Wooter, no Discord link. There is one, I think, but it's through... would you have to go to like Reddit and then enter Stock Markets with Bruce at Reddit and then you find the Discord link there? Is that how that works? You guys know this more than I do. Initial XE, I'm number 79. Mirko, Wing Commander, if you made a small profit with the buy at a 262, the 220s are a new position. You don't have to count against the 262. Exactly. It's just a new position. Wouter is saying it's not working. Does anyone know how to tell Wouter what the Discord link is, how to find? I don't know. Maybe someone else can do this for you and we'll let you know. Okay. All right. In the meantime, we're going member only on the commentary. Thank you, everybody, for joining in here with us today. It's great to have you. And thank you, those of you who are throwing thumbs ups our way. Those of you who are becoming subscribers, welcome, lurkers. And please consider becoming members of this channel if you could. We love it. The membership numbers are growing slow and steady, but they're growing. And thank you all for becoming members of this channel. I do appreciate it, as does Jen. Fantastic. Down 159 on the Dow right at the moment. Okay, everybody. By the by, for the FYI out there, let you guys in on this. We are sold out of one-on-ones for this this weekend. For Sunday, the one-on-ones are all gone. If any of you would like a one-on-one session, please send me a private email at brucefarmer@hotmail.com. The link is down below. And we'll set something up if we can for next Sunday, the 25th, okay? Olivia, I can post a new link there for you. Walter, Jeremy, one of the Discard peeps from here needs to invite Wing. Copy that, Mirko. Jennifer, Crisis, I don't know what this means. Hi, everybody. Larry's on number 99. Hey there, buddy. Thanks, Larry. Jennifer, crossing my arms on my 26 GameStop calls that expired Friday. Gonna watch it another day. Coyote, Water, I think it may need a new link. Maybe many Discord invite links have expiration. It'll probably be refreshed soon. And dude, welcome to the group, says Coyote. Welcome, dude. 27.85 on GameStop. No change right now. Flatlining with the Dow now down 171. Apple is up 6 cents. SoFi is at 604, up 20, holding fairly well. Rocket Lab up 3 at 567. But we seem to be getting waves of selling on the Dow. The first one kicked in around 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Then a second one kicked in around 1:45 or so. Then it went a little recovery from 2 to 2:30, and then another wave just kicked in, and now another wave here to get us now down 174 on the Dow Jones. It's like 4 or 5 of these have come through now in the last little while. Apple just went red again. GameStop is down a penny now. HPQ down 18. We're down 182 on the Dow. 16-point drop on S&P and 12 on NASDAQ. All 3 indexes are red. Oil up a buck is all we're seeing now on oil today. Honeywell International, 3M are the losers for the Dow today at the moment. All right, dude, Gowdy, thank you. I've learned so much from Bruce already. I've donated before, but I think it's time for me to join in. DQ, Wooter, hit discord.gg/ there it is. Try that. Spicy, I'm number 105 on the old thumbs ups. Right on. Moonman Moo purchased 85 shares of SoFi today and averaged down to $9.92 a share. Right on, bit by bit. Nick, feels good to see SoFi and Rocket Lab resisting the red markets. Olivia, new Discord link is on Bruce's Reddit page, says Olivia. And Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, so is GameStop delisting? What's the deal on this, baby? What is going to happen? 27.83 is where we're at. Volume today on GameStop is 2.98 million, not even 750,000 pre-split volume. Really quiet. There's no way it's going to hold these prices. There will come a moment where she will just back off. I don't see it going higher. I just do not. But will it lead the market higher? No. Will it lead the market lower? Doesn't look like it. It might just kind of go along with it from what I can see. So we wait another day. Quick sick. Uncle Bruce, I picked up another 300 shares of SoFi after the morning show, bringing my total of 600 on the day. Sold some calls on that little pop as well. DQ, Beach Point, it was already delisted, then it was listed again. Nick, folks, U.S. Steel dropping as predicted. There you go. U.S. Steel right now is trading at 2012, down 224 today, taking a dump because the rail strike is going to affect this thing big time. It is possible that if the rail strike is a nasty one, this stock could give up $5. Not today, but overall, or more. We'll see. The numbers will be a disaster for the quarter. And dude, I fixed my screen name for you, Bruce. Thank you, dude. Alberto, I am laughing. DQ and Beach Boy, I'm laughing with you guys. Coyote, dude, LOL, legitimate, made me laugh. That legit, that made me laugh. Beach Boy, good morning, DQ. Have you, what is that? Have you sang ho, ho, ho today or whatever? Have you sang ho, ho, ho today? The Dow's off 150, Apple up 15, now it's up 11, GameStop up 4. SoFi up 21. That is what I see at the moment. A headline here, quote, a kitchen table issue for America's working families, unquote, from Nancy Pelosi, criticizing Lindsey Graham's proposed ban on abortions after 15 weeks. How politicians make this policy is beyond me. This is a doctor issue, not a politician issue. It's amazing how Americans tolerate their elected officials to get involved in medical decisions, personal decisions in people's lives. I don't know how these guys get reelected. Get out of my family's life, you dip. But, they keep getting reelected. It's unbelievable. DQ, Beach Boy. Now I have a short position. Ho, ho, ho. It said yippee-ki-yay. I don't know what that is, Beach. I don't know what you're doing. The Dow just dumped again. We're down 203 on the Dow. Apple now down 13. GameStop 27.87, up just 2 cents. SoFi up 20. Rocket Lab up 3. HPQ down 22 to 26.74. We got ME down 5.5, Matterport down 28, ATIP is up 2 cents, SmartRent up down 9.5, Spire down 4 cents, Cyxtera down a penny, Bed Bath Beyond up a dime, Tesla up 6.89 at 299.02, Pfizer's off 23 cents, Boeing up 65 cents, Cisco down 53 at the moment, Home Depot down 4.38 to 273. We were $300 a couple days ago. Carvana down 124. Vanik is down 21 cents and falling. It got up to 208. It's now 204. IBM off 30 cents, falling again. Microsoft down 179, backing off. Goldman down 450. Google down 35 right at the moment. That is what we have here. A 191, a 204 drop on the Dow. 204 drop on the Dow. Okay. There it is. The Dow's U.S. stocks extending losses in the final hour headline, nearly down 200 points. 19-point drop on S&P. NASDAQ down 18 now, with oil up now 78 cents. Even oil is starting to slip ever so slightly. There you have it, guys. That is the story of a lovely lady who had 3 daughters of her own. I recall that from a TV show once. How about that? Oh, my, we are backing off. So I'm talking to Jen about getting away for a little quick holiday. And we're trying to figure out what to do. And I'm kind of wondering whether or not we might take a quick little trip to the Eastern USA, like New York. And just kind of wondering, isn't this the good time of year to go to New York with baseball, basketball, hockey, and football all happening along with Broadway plays? And I'm just wondering if it would be feasible to try and get a get-together for my channels in New York. I'm just wondering if that's possible. Anybody have any suggestions? Where, how, what, when? Kind of thinking the latter part of this month into mid-October, somewhere in there. Any thoughts? Dude wrote a covered call 25, October 28 at 495 today. What do you think, Uncle B, about how would you play that? This is, I'm assuming, on GameStop. I'm assuming you're talking GameStop. You wrote an in the money call, expiring next, in 14 days? Okay, 10/28. Now something, not 14. This is October. So you've gone to the end of October on this. So there is some time premium there. Well, if the shares give up $1.50, $2 from here in the next week and a half, those calls will probably be around $3, $3.20. There's a profit in there for sure. Something to definitely consider. That one, we'll have to watch that, see how the stock plays out. But worst case scenario, stock goes to 31, 32. These are worth 7.5. You buy them back, and then you write 27s for, say, another few weeks out, a month further out, just the same money, and keep rolling forward. There's always that. JRP, hey, Uncle B, come on out to Southern California sometime. Oh, that's definitely in the works for the winter. That's right, GME. It is. Dude saying it's GameStop. I wrote on GameStop. Larry, I vote for mid-October. Rock and roll. Yeah, we might be out. We could be out there within the next 10 days and be out there for like 2 weeks or so, something like that. We've been tossing around some ideas about the possibility of a trip before our big trip south. But we are also got the hip thing to work on, and we got, it beats just sitting in a hotel room in Calgary all the time, sort of thing. So we're seeing New York City is a haul for Pittsburgh. Washington, D.C. is much closer. That's true, DQ. Mind you, we have done it. We have done the drive from Pittsburgh to New York and back. We did that back in about 2000. Oh gosh, when did Pittsburgh play? You remember when Pittsburgh won the Super Bowl? They had to beat the Chargers, and then they beat the Ravens at Heinz Field to get to the Super Bowl. We were in Pittsburgh during that time frame, and we had a wonderful time. And New York, Jennifer, come to North Carolina. We have oceans on one side and mountains on the other. It's pretty down here. DQ, oh, I've done that drive multiple times. I think you pay some tolls, if I recall. I remember I think it was 2008 or 9. It was maybe right after the new year. Had to been 08, 09 when we did that drive. Trying to remember exactly when that was. Was that 05, 06? Or 8, 9. I think it was 8, 9 DQ. I think it was 8, 9 when Pittsburgh went to the Super Bowl, won it against Arizona, if I recall. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's where Polamalu made the interception at the end of the Ravens game in Pittsburgh to seal the deal against the Ravens. I think he went in for a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. We were there. We were in town for that game, and we loved it. Those are the last 2 wins, DQ. Larry, absolutely, DC would be best, but I'm heading to Athens, Greece for the first half of October. DQ, that was 08, 09. Coyote, against the Cards, 09. Beach Boy, Larry, just approach Uncle Bruce and AJ from behind. Toss him in a suitcase and hop over here in your private jet. Me got a cold one waiting for everybody. Oh man, 056 was in Detroit against Seattle, says DQ. That's right. That was the 8 wins in a row to get in and everything. Yeah, that was that one. Jennifer was stressed out for a long time on that one. But yeah, the 8-9 year, that's where I surprised Jennifer for Christmas. I showed her Christmas present by way of a picture of Heinz Field, and then I circled the seats that we were going to be sitting in to watch the wild card game. And needless to say, she enjoyed herself immensely. First time ever to see her Steelers live. DQ Beach Boy, just wanted everyone to share. You are a Costanza. Sell my house. Larry Titus and I are in DC. We got 21 minutes to go. And we're down 161 on the Dow. We're up 2 cents on GameStop. Yeah, we're thinking of the New York region. Come on in there. We definitely want to see some things there. It's kind of what we've been talking about. It's just started. It just popped up yesterday, and we're kind of wondering whether we're going to do something. We'll see what happens. I don't know. DQ, Uncle Bruce, just a reminder that a season ticket holder, and your name came up today at breakfast. Yes. If we want, we could think about maybe going to Pittsburgh. We know a guy. So that popped up this morning, but we're not sure. Larry Titus, we have a few Baltimore folks too. Yes, indeed. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. I don't know if we can pull something off. We'll let you guys in on something if we can pull something together, and let you know it's at this location this night for dinner. Come on by, whatever. Who knows? Dude, isn't it a quick train ride from DC to New York City? Bama Babe, since Anti-PC left here, I think I am the only one from Alabama still on here. Isn't that something? Well, what can I say? We're down 147 on the Dow. We're up 4 on GameStop. We love you, Bama Babe. We're glad you're here. Goody, I'm just thankful I got to see our team win the Super Bowl in my lifetime. Everything else has been icing since then. New Orleans Saints in 210. Every outlet I knew waited decades just to see them make the playoffs. I mean, my goodness. I'm in Tennessee, says dude. Rock and roll, man. I got a number of viewers in Tennessee. My other channel as well, Driving with Bruce. I got viewers from Tennessee as well, from East Tennessee, as a matter of fact. I've got a couple there. Absolutely. It's amazing where I have viewers from. It's really something. I know I have viewers in the Big Apple and in New Jersey, viewers all around these different areas. And you never know where we're going to pop up, and we'll announce where we're at and see if we can put together a meet and greet somehow. And who knows? We're certainly looking to do one this winter in California. That we would like to do again. So we'll see if we can pull this off. Everybody, thank you all so much for your support. DQ, every time my wife gave birth, the Steelers won the Super Bowl. Don't count on it ever happening again. Never again. Oh, man. You got me addicted to Kara and Nate after you mentioned them. Aren't they fantastic? Kara and Nate, fabulous channel. Travelers, and what you do is you start at the beginning and you watch it. You just watch every video. If you've got weeks and weeks and weeks of time, they are really great couple and great channel. I enjoy it. JRP DQ, how many kids do you have? Oh my goodness. Oh man, I got two. Larry, DC to New York City is the only high-speed train in the entire USA on a sail. It takes about 2.5 hours, and luckily Amtrak own those tracks, so it's not affected by the freight strike. Splair, give me 5 to 10 years. I would love probably to relocate to Norfolk, Virginia, if not Vancouver. Should be directly in between New York and Washington, if I remember that right. Right on. We're at what are we at now? 27.92 on GameStop, up 7 cents. The Dow's off 107 right now. SoFi 611. We've got 17 minutes left to go for our day today. We'll see what happens if we can pull something off or not. We were looking at a couple of cruise ideas, New England cruises, and we've been looking at the Boston area, and then New York kind of came up, and now we're still pondering everything. So much to do. Dude, I've never seen or met them here in Nashville, but maybe someday I'll tell them to start watching Uncle Bruce. Well, I know Nate is into the stock market. He's into investing, but I haven't heard from Nate. I haven't talked to Nate. DQ is saying that the wins in 75, the Super Bowl wins for the Steelers, the 75, 76, 79, 80 would not have been possible for her. Alberto Splair, Virginia is absolutely one of my favorite places, says Alberto to Splair. There you go. I believe Virginia is for lovers, if I recall the old saying from way back when in the 60s and 70s. I remember that. That was a bumper sticker on a neighbors of ours back in Southern Ontario in the 70s, early 70s. Virginia is for lovers. That was such a well-known slogan. And dude is saying, Larry, I was in DC in June. Such a cool city. I had no idea. Splair, check my apps. It's a little away from DC. Still fancy Plans, probably a lot of beautiful places are on the East Coast. Coyote, GameStop's volume today, pathetic. Exactly right. It is pathetic and defies logic. The stock's sitting here, $27.99. DQ, I'm a fighter. That's why I had to move back to PA. I had to move back to Pennsylvania from Virginia. I'm a fighter. Alberto saying to Coyote, pathetic equals money, because if it's not going to trade, it's going to fall. Larry, cool but hot in June, laughing out loud. Dude, I love Virginia, but if only there was a way to avoid the I-81. The highway systems, the roadways, what are you going to do? What can you do? We're down 97 on the Dow. Apple is recovering a little, up 70. GameStop up a dime. SoFi up 27. Rocket Lab up 4. HPQ is recovering, up down now 9 cents. ME is down 4.5 cents. Matterport down 28. ATIP is up, looks like 3 at 117 now. Good to see. SmartRent down 8.5. Spire's recovering, down 2.5. Cyxtera down just 2 cents. Tesla down is up $8.79 to $300.92. Pfizer down 7. That's recovering quite nicely. Pfizer was as low as 45.78. It's now 46.12. We got Boeing up 128, and Cisco is now 33 cents lower, but it's better. It was down to 43.56. Now it's 43.80. And so it's come back 24 cents to be down 31. And I'm not surprised to see Cisco snap back a little bit here at this time. Perhaps a bit oversold on Cisco. Home Depot down 316. Carvana down 87. IBM down 8. Microsoft down 91. Goldman down 254. Little recovery on all of these guys. Google is green, plus 15 cents. Amazon up $1.10. They're holding above the break-even line. That's what we see going on here at the moment. Down 78 on the Dow. All right. Coyote. Alberto. Oh, yeah, I agree. Just was observing it. DQ, dude, 11 mirrors. What is that? 11 mirrors. Oh, I-81. I'll take you. It'll take you 20 times longer to get anywhere. Christina, can someone explain why people keep saying GameStop could get delisted? I don't understand what that means. It's just a running joke. People were asking about one of the SPACs a while ago, months ago, saying, is it going to get delisted? And I kept saying, no. And it became a running joke around here. And so that's why it keeps getting mentioned. Splair, thanks for sharing your thoughts about Virginia. I think it will be one of the best places that isn't so expensive like New York or California. But first, a lot of work ahead to get there for me. Alberto, give me the loot. Give me the loot, says Alberto. Coyote, they're just tracking with another final minutes S&P rally attempt. Coyote, Christina, it's just a meme here. Laugh out loud. We're just having fun with the expression. This is going to get delisted. DQ, I love the new T-shirts, by the way. Did you see the new T-shirts? I put out an alert earlier today for everyone in the what's it called, the community section of the channel. We uploaded some shirts yesterday or this morning. We uploaded a design. Stink bids save lives. Let me see if I can get this to pop up here. I'll see if I can show this to you, see if this will work. Just 1 second. I'm getting the circle of death while I'm waiting for it to kick in. Is it going to work or not? Yep, there it is. There it is. Stink bids save lives. That's the new new little logo we put in. And I've tried to upload an image today. Let's see if this works. Where is that? Where is that? There. Is that it there? No, that's not it there. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is this it right here? This might be the look of the T-shirt. There are 71 items with this logo on it. Stink bids save lives. I'm just trying to upload a t-shirt image. Hopefully you'll get a peek at that in just a second. We're down 74 on the Dow right now. Here it is. Let's go. There it is. Stink bids save lives. There it is right there. Let me get that out of there. And we've put that on coffee mugs, travel mugs, cell phone covers, hoodies, sweatshirts, men's and women's tees, different kinds of tees. And if you go to the community tab, I did that alert today, and there's a link in there right into those listings. And if you also want to get your hands on these, you can go to my Redbubble store, which is on my homepage for this channel and TWB, and just hit Redbubble, and then you'll find all the merchandise available, and you'll find this logo with a little bit of digging. There you go. All right. Thank you, everybody. And if you like it, grab it and enjoy. I'm thinking of some other styles for this logo as well, for this saying. But right now we've got this one up as sort of our first attempt to get something put together. All righty. Thank you all. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see here. And there we go. Distinct bids save lives. That's right. Beach Boy, go to even with a volume this low, GameStop finishes positive. Go figure. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I've been writing in the money cover calls before the pop-up on the earnings for GameStop. So I've been working my way up from a 23, hence the 10, 28, 25. Got it. Christina, see, I'm usually at work during the day, so I'm not into all the cool sayings anymore. I should work less or more often. I should work less more often. Larry, I want to see Uncle Bruce go to the SEC and teach those knuckleheads a thing or two. They're right next to Union Station, you know. Christina, Uncle Bruce, you got to go to DC. Been a few times. Coyote, a Beach Boy sounds like manipulation to me. Kareem, I don't see anything in the community tab. Don't see anything in the community tab. That was done a few hours ago before the notification of this show, with a picture of that picture. Should be in there. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, my kids warned me against wet t-shirts and stuff. There you go. Larry, also, I might still have a Yoko album I've been holding on to for a rainy day. Garrity, it should be lower. I agree, though. Only news I saw over this past hour was some lame GameStop rewards thing for a free NFT from some scam gifting trash game. Laughing out loud. Beach Boys laughing out loud too. DQ. Michael, that's my trademark. I'm putting a trademark on that. DQ. Larry, you are about to get banned. How about I love shrinkage? And Christina, why do you look so tall? It's all with the stilts, you know. Going to start buying calls 1 hour before the close each day, since the S&P seems to try to rally nonsensically at the very end quite often. There you go. The Dow now down 583 only. Apple up 124. GameStop at 28.19, up 34 cents. Headline: markets are waking up to the notion that inflation hasn't peaked. It hasn't even started yet. I don't even think it peaked. Oh my God! Come on, give me a break. Yeah, we'll see how this all goes. This is going to be a long war. This inflation war, global. This isn't an America problem. This is global, and inflation usually is. There's a war. We're going to be fighting this one for a long, long time, and there is no going back. No way. We're not going to see de-inflation. I can guarantee you that. DQ. I think Deuce Caboose must have written SoFi calls. It's up to 818 now. I show it at 618. I'm not sure what you're reading, but it's okay. Up 34 cents, 618. That's still pretty good, isn't it? I would think so. It's the high of the day here, 619, 57 million traded on SoFi today. Good day going here. Nice to see it. One of my kids, Christina, says the other day, why do you call him Uncle Bruce? The other kid, he's her fake uncle. Original kid, fake uncle is the what is the what I hear? What is that? I don't know what's going on there. Fool of a took wrote my very first call today. I sold 10 ATIP January 24 250s for 35 cents. Well done. Well done. Bringing in 35 cents on those 250s. Why not? Absolutely beautiful. Now you can use those proceeds and buy more ATIPs. Right on. I encourage that. I support this message. Right on. We're up 10.5 on the Dow right now. You made me do a double take, DQ. Nick, well, I covered X on my other account, profit $5,000. They're waiting for it to drop below 20, maybe tomorrow. Christina, it is the new black. The fake Uncle Bruce is the new black, I hear. Oh man, texting and driving, laughing out loud. That's funny, Christina. I didn't know if I didn't want to read that. I was kind of, I don't think I should say that. There's something not quite right. I kind of feel old now when we have all the newbies who write for the first time in here. We have all kinds of newbies writing calls for the first time. It's something. Alberto, Christina, oh, I'm laughing. My grandkids start jumping around every time he says nothing burger. Poppy is making hamburgers, laughing out loud. DQ. Sorry, Michael Coyote, 818 level on, trying to give me a heart attack here. Quick sick, picked up another 100 SoFi, 607 right before that pop. 700 now on the day. Fool of a took. Still scared to write my 100. I'm still scared to write on my 100 shares of GameStop. Still a lot to learn about rollovers. Very little capital to buy shares back if I get exercised. Well, remember, if you get exercised, you get bought out with cash. So if you're writing a $30 call and the stock goes to 30, 50, and they buy you out at 30, you have $3,000 cash in your account the next morning, plus the premium you've already brought in. On top of that, sitting there, it's all yours. You might have $3,150. Stock's trading at $30.50. You only need $3,050 to buy 100 back. You got $3,150 in your account. You buy the 100 back, and now you write a new call, maybe 31s or 32s. Bring in a couple of bucks. Do it again. Rinse and repeat. We need a new Nothing Burger shirt. DQ, you are about to get Uncle Bruce banned, says DQ. Coyote, fool of a took. Take your time. There's no rush. That's true. Whenever you're ready to write, you're ready to write. GameStop 28.05 right now, up 20 cents. You can write 29s or 30s for the next couple of weeks. Bring in some premium on some 30s. You might be able to do something like that. Right now, if you wanted to write a September 30 expiry call for GameStop 30s, that would bring in between 142 and 156. That's the bid ask right now that I have. And so I'd be offering him at like 154 and see if you get it. Bring in 154 bucks. You bring it in, and if you get taken out, you end up with 31.54. That's what you. If they buy you at 30, you end up with 31.54. You get in 154 now if you can. The stock's at 30.75. You got more money than you need to buy back your 100. Now write 32s. A couple of bucks ahead of the market. A couple of weeks down the road. Just keep pulling the string on the stock and move it on up. If the shares don't go over 30, this 154 contract will depreciate, as you now know, as time shrinks out between now and September 30, 16 days. There's only 2 days left in this session, tomorrow and Friday, because today is virtually finished. We've got 2 minutes to go. And then there's next week 5 days and the week after 5 days. So there's really 12 days left of life for this contract. Look at it tomorrow. See what you think. Anyway, there you go. Christina, be like me. I sold all my GameStop and bought twice as many leaps than that I write Poor Man Cover calls on. Laugh aloud, by far the scariest trade I've made. DQ, if you rush your trades, you end up having to explain why you got assigned on naked puts at 160 over the share price. So I have learned. 2 minutes, says Lair. Yep, Christina, but since I did that, I've been able to buy an extra leap each week and pull in cash for credit cards. The laugh out loud, this damn house is sucking me dry. Christina, well, Larry, you have a 2-minute warning. I love it. Beach Boys, Serenity Now, JRP, Uncle Bruce, where would you sell your merch? Where do you sell your merch? It's on my homepage. Up there, you'll find the Redbubble logo. It's a little red thing. Click on that. Redbubble takes care of it. They make the shirt. They ship the shirt. They take your money. They do all that, and the merchandise is made near where you live. They have affiliates all over the place. I just come up with a design, put it on the shirt, and then they handle the rest. So there you go. Splair, I'm wishing you all a good night. Thank you, buddy. Dude, is there a good lesson on leaps? Is there a good lesson on leaps? And JRP, sweet. That's how we do it. If you order the shirt in the UK, it's made in the UK. If you order it in Canada, it's made in Canada. If you order it in the US, it's made in the US. There you go. Larry has rung the bells. We are done. We're finished. The Dow ended up gaining 30 points with a late rally when it was all said and done. That's what we've done here with a late little push to close out the day. GameStop 28.19 up 34 cents is the final trade. I see Apple up 147, SoFi up 33 cents. So we lost 1,200 points and we got 30 back. Is everyone happy now? There you go. Uncle Nick. Uncle Bruce, I still did not get my free mug. I'm working on something for you. A DQ 4 o'clock meeting. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Thanks, DQ. Beach Boy, JRP, Bear. What's that? Beware of wet T-shirts. Larry, later, Splair. Christina, a leap is just an option that's over a year old. But Uncle Bruce has a good lesson on writing poor man covered calls and buying calls with a 90-10 rule. You definitely want to take the lessons on poor man cover call writing. You definitely want to do that. Yes, a 30-point gain on the Dow. Nick, we'll see you all in a few hours, 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, prime time live tonight on this channel for Gold Bagel members. If you're one of those, you see us tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, Uncle Bruce prime time. Just Gold Bagel members invited only. Beach Boy. Nick, I got delisted in the mail. It got delisted. That's the problem right there, Nick. Yes, GameStop up 34. Right now in the aftermarket, it's down a penny. SoFi 617 up 33 today. Good close. Rocket Lab up 7, finally in the green. HPQ up 8 cents, going green. A nice recovery there. AMC up 18. Ape up 3. ME down 4. Matterport lost 29. ATIP managed a 3-cent gain to 117. SmartRent lost a dime. Spire lost 3.5. Cyxtera lost 6 cents. Bed Bath Beyond managed the gain of 39 cents. Tesla up 10.48 to 302.61. Pfizer down 3 cents. Boeing up 198. Cisco lost 15 cents after it was all said and done. 43.96 last trade after dropping down to 43.56, came back 40 cents in the last 20 minutes to just lose 15 cents on the day. That was Cisco today. All right, Twitter up 16 cents. Home Depot lost 174 with a bit of a climb back at the end. Carvana lost 73 cents. Robinhood climbed to up a little bit at the end, climbed 37 cents for the session, 37 cents. Bannock was up 222. IBM up 46 cents. Microsoft up 23. Goldman down 94, but it was coming on. Google up 56. Amazon up 173. Google had been negative earlier in the day. Meta Platforms down 166. BlackBerry gained 2 cents. Royal Caribbean gained 248 to 48.92, approaching $50 on Royal Caribbean. U.S. Steel lost 193 on the day to 20.43. Target lost 86 cents. JP Morgan down 27. Costco down 230. They were all gaining at the end of the day. Walmart was down 28. Nvidia was climbing at the end of the day to lose only 3 cents. Got back most of those losses. Disney gained 75 cents with an uptick at the end. American Airlines hung on with a 35-cent gain. Netflix gained $6, and Moderna $8 gain today to 139.40. The question is, will the market start off with a gain tomorrow morning, or do we have a slight uptick tomorrow and then another pull-off of profit taking and or repositioning? That we'll see. Full of a took. Appreciate it, Coyote. Felt good to write finally. Learning a lot from you, more experienced people. Alberto, thanks for all you do. Buenos noche, all. We'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock prime time with Uncle Bruce. Christina, I'll bring the popcorn at 8. Shays, I wrote a $3.95 on SPY today, expiring today. I got $1.53 for it. Spider closed under $3.95. It died worthless. You kept it all. Nicely done, Shiz. Splair, enjoy the prime time, y'all. I can join probably only during the next week or so in October again. Dude, I've been watching since January of 2021. So glad to finally join as a member. See you all in the morning. Thanks for all you do, Uncle Bruce. Dude, thank you for joining and have a great night. Welcome aboard. Larry, 8 p.m. Be there or BL7 square. Zach, Spire just filed an 8K report to the SEC. What does that mean if they're filing an 8K report to the SEC? Well, let's go take a look at Spire and see what they're saying. If we can figure it out here, I'll go over there. I'll go over there. I'll let this load up, and we'll see if we can pop Spire up on my computer here. See if I can find this announcement if it's findable yet. Here it is, Spire. Here's the Spire. 139 last trade now. Up 5 cents on Spire. The low is 130. And during the day, it was at 136. Right now in the aftermarket, 139, but only 55 traded. Don't get too excited about that. All right. Let's see if we can find any SEC filings here. And 9/14, 8K special event. And they also had one back on the 11th of August, but now 14th of September. Let's see if it says anything here. Just waiting for it to load up. There it is. 8K Spire. Okay, as previously disclosed on November 30th, 2021, Spire, a Delaware corporation, completed its acquisition of Exact Earth, a Canadian corporation. The company is filing this Form 8K to provide certain financial statements of Exact Earth and pro forma financial information that were not required to be disclosed by the company's current report on Form 8K filed November 30, as amended on February 14th. The audited consolidated financial statements of Exact Earth as of October 31, 21, and related notes are filed as Exhibit 99.1 to this report. And so this is more detailed info about the acquisition of Exact Earth, I guess. And it showed that Exact Earth had what would that be? Assets of 9.3 million in cash. It had total assets of 21,400,000, and then it had its liabilities of 17 million. Share capital, DEF, total equity, shareholder equity. They released that statement. Then they released a revenue statement showing revenue of 23.5 million versus 19 million from 2020 to 2021. Gross profit of 12 million versus gross profit of 8 million before expenses. Loss of 3.5 million versus 2.9 million. What else? Balance sheet numbers. I mean, you can read this all yourself if you want. It's just a new filing. I guess it's an all-in-all filing update of some kind for compliance purposes. No idea. This is now, these are now part of the financials for Spire, I guess. And there's a bunch of notes in here from the auditors. So if you want to have hours of fun reading, here you go. You can't sleep tonight. Read this stuff. You'll be in sleep in no time reading all this stuff. I have no idea if it'll have any impact on the stock whatsoever. 131 after hour trade market price, last trade on 122 volume. There's no trading. It probably is the company going through what many SPACs, former SPACs, have had to do under new SEC rules, new filings, further disclosures. And so Spire is just following the rules like everybody else. But the SEC has made it a living hell for any entity that hasn't done a major vend-in to still be around, where Spire, thankfully, Spire Global is no longer a SPAC. It long hasn't been that. And this was an acquisition they made after not being a SPAC, and they continue on down the road to, go down the highway. The stock is super cheap, 131, ridiculous. They're sitting on a lot of cash. I don't think they have any debt to worry about, but the stock is unbelievably cheap. And I just don't think it's going to last down here forever. But at the moment, it's just not a heavily followed market stock in the world of the market. And so there you go. That's it. Okay, thank you, Uncle B. Says Kent, you got it. And thinking the fear in the rail strike may cause some motion in the ocean, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, it's related to their acquisition of Exact Earth, says Bama Babe. And thanks, Bruce. And Bama says, Zach, you got it. Uncle Bruce, the one who's helping with our sleeping problems, I'll do the best I can. Let's see what we can do. All right, kids, there it is. That's our day today for trading. Join me tonight at 8 o'clock. After I get off the air here, I will post our show tonight, Primetime with Uncle Bruce, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock tonight. I'm on for Gold Bagel members, so become a Gold Bagel member right now. Upgrade your membership right now and become a Gold Bagel member. Join me with the other Gold Bagel members this evening, 8 o'clock Eastern time, Primetime with Uncle Bruce. We're going to talk options and the markets and whatever, and you can ask me whatever you want about your strategies and your trades, and we'll go over how you're doing and what you're up to and what your choices are and what kind of moves you could make and which way to go, and we'll kind of figure it out from there. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today, as always. Appreciate all these thumbs ups you guys threw us today. 131 for this show. Thank you, DH Ruda, number 129. Thank you, pal, for hitting that thumbs up button. 132 have come in here. I appreciate those. I will see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and let's do Primetime Live tonight. Okay, guys? Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Pre-Alert Show and at 8:30 Eastern time. Good night, everybody, from Calgary. We'll talk to you soon.